Abundance Deep Dive Day 25, and today was all about basically comparing abundance versus scarcity in people that Steve knows on both sides. So comparing all of the abundance people that he knows and the scarcity mindset people. And what is the difference? Like, what are the common themes that each of them have in similar life areas? So behaviors, tendencies, regimes, things that they say, people that they hang out with, all that good stuff. And for me, it was a really long list, so I'm not going to go through and recap all of that on a video. I might go through and recap some of it on the blog post. But it was quite long. It felt like a really long chat today, and it was probably one of the most valuable for me because I realized for myself that when I am in the mindset of abundance and everything's going right, I feel like I am completely in love with myself and everything just, it couldn't be better, even though sometimes the circumstances are not ideal. Just learning to love, you know, my life, my body, everything that is happening just as it is right now. And I do have like goals and aspirations, things that I want to take on, but my mindset is different. I seem to attract people that are more in alignment with that type of mentality. You know, they're also goal focused. They also have a positive and more optimistic outlook on life. And they're problem solvers, right? They're the thinkers and the people that make shit happen. Whereas scarcity mindset people, and I've been there, right? It's two sides of a coin. It's a lot of despair, looking for sympathy, looking for people to kind of wallow with. And sometimes it's not so much into problem solving, sometimes it's avoiding the issues. And whether it's good, bad, or ugly, always striving for perfection and wanting the perfect laid out plan before they dive in and attempt something. And wanting to have all the answers or a clearer vision before they even start. And that's not always how it works. You know, abundance mindset people are more into risk taking because they're calculated risks. It becomes something that, you know what, I'm going to do this because I feel like if I don't, I'll regret it. And it feels heart aligned, and it feels like it's just something that I need to contribute and I need to complete. And the risk, it seems minimized because how can you go wrong if you're following your heart? Whereas people in scarcity, it's often doing whatever it can to chase money, that easy magic pill, whatever is the shortcut. And you know, somebody else mentions a shortcut or a course or something that is a faster way to money but is not in alignment. Those types of things don't work, right? They're looking for that quick fix. They're looking for, you know, anything to get them out of the pain point. When they choose, you know, misalignment, it often digs them deeper into debt, deeper into that disconnect, and it just is a one-way ticket to the downward spiral. So I found it a little bit eye-opening, but also entertaining to know that not that long ago I was just there and I felt all of those things, and I can see the difference in myself of even just over 3 weeks of who I was and who I am now. And it's a lot easier to stay in abundance mode, and it has nothing to do with money, right? It's that feeling of everything in my life is going well. I'm on the right path. I'm headed in the right trajectory. And when I'm out of alignment, it's a lot easier to pick up on those and to catch it before it slides too far. And that was a huge, you know, from yesterday to today, just realizing what the difference is for me. And the number one, you know, the way I can catch it is if I am losing faith in the universe or I am not loving myself. So a lot of what really resonated this morning when we were talking about this was the routines that abundant mindset people have versus scarcity mindset, and what they do first thing in the morning. That seems to be a common question that I hear a lot of people ask on podcasts and of the big gurus, right? What's their routine? And it varies so much. But overall, I get the sense that people with abundance mindset take care of their bodies, their minds, their relationships, their soul, their hearts, all of that before any work happens. So whatever that needs to look like, if it's meditating, if it's exercising, if it's connecting with people you love, whatever that happens to be. For myself, I don't do anything in the mornings. Nothing happens before noon. And not because I'm somebody that needs to sleep till noon. Sometimes, like today, I slept in until almost right before the call, which was great. But sometimes it's just to have that downtime and that quiet time by myself, to listen to music, to meditate, to start visualizing, and to have that reset. And I feel connected, I feel energized and excited. My coffee has a chance to kick in, and everything just flows so much better when I take all of that time for myself. It also means that when I'm productive, I can squeeze it into 4 hours or less, usually, and bang out quality work in a very short period of time, and then I have more free time. And I love that. When I'm in abundance, that's what that looks like for me. So what does that look like for you? And I know that when I'm not in abundance, I can waste all of that time. I can worry, I can fret and stress out about things that I can't control. And that spiral circle it spins and spins and spins. And I don't get anywhere. And I hate that. And it becomes more and more difficult to get out of it the more I do it and the deeper and deeper I go. So learning to love myself every single day, even if people are pecking at me and asking me to do something. Sometimes it's as simple as I'm busy right now, but I'll get back to you. Or sending them, because I'm typically a blunt, kind of straightforward. If I'm not in a mood to chat, I'll shoot you on one-liner. Like, here's the answer, and I'll get back to you when I'm available. And the people that are in my life know that that's how I am. So, she's probably busy, she'll catch me later. And some of it is just, yes, you're on the right track, keep going. Like, you don't need me to confirm all of this stuff for you. That leads into my next biggest issue right now is my social circle. And that was brought up at the end of our chat today, which was if you say only have 20 people in your inner circle and a substantial number of them are in the scarcity mindset, they become space fillers. And it also means that part of that is taking away from the people that could be in an abundance mindset. And that really struck a chord with me. Like, I've got a couple of really good friends, and one of them for sure is in an abundance mindset. I mean, it isn't always that way, right? But more often than not, it is. And then I've got a few that kind of flutter back and forth between scarcity and abundance. And when it comes right down to it, thinking about the people that are in my life, they don't go out of their way to see me. They don't go out of their way to stay connected with me. I feel like more often than not, it's me doing that for them. And not one of them has come to see where I live. And not one of them kind of goes out of their way to drive to meet me for coffee. And it's interesting that none of us are in the same city, and all of them happen to be in the same city, and I'm the outsider. So it only makes sense logistically and from an objective perspective that I would be the one to travel to them. But from the subjective reality and from the heart space, it doesn't make me feel good to know that if the shit hit the fan and I needed someone to drive 3 hours to come and help me, would any of them do that? Or would I get a bunch of excuses? And that really made me realize there might be an opportunity to shift some of my own inner circle. And who do I want to surround myself with? And who is really going to be there for me when I need someone? And that is a head scratcher for today. So I'm going to marinate on that a little bit. I've got a little bit of free time, and I'm heading up to Edmonton again to help a friend. Ironically. And I'm going to be open to what are the possibilities and asking the simulator, who is it that I need in my life right now? Bring me my ideal match for support right now, whatever that happens to be, and being open to whatever shows up. So that's it for today. I'm looking forward to tomorrow to see what else Steve has for us. And we'll chat to you guys then.